conductor is responsible for setting the tempo when the band plays, keeping the band together, and helping the band with dynamic contrast and cues on when to enter. So, the first thing we're going to talk about for the conductor is the ready, set, go mentality. When the conductor is in front of you and he holds his hand up like this, it means to stop playing or practicing, be quiet, and look forward to the first instruction, and then you'll be ready to begin. From there, set is when he puts his hands up. This means get your instrument in your mouth, be ready to play the first note, so have your hands ready, know where you're going to start as far as measures, and be as quiet as you can. And from here, he's going to go down and up, and that is the beginning of the song. So, when you're sitting there waiting to start, and he goes like this, you're going to be quiet. When he goes like this, you're going to get ready to play. Let's start at measure 1. And start right here. Now, from here, most music is in 4/4 or common time, and so there are 4 beats in a measure. There is 3/4 and 2/4, but for now we're going to work on 4/4 conducting. The conductor is going to start with a downbeat, and from here he's going to go 2, 3, 4 going up. So when you're counting your beats in the measure, think of it this way: 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now based on how fast he moves his arm will depend on the tempo. So let's say the tempo is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. So when you're watching the conductor, he will give you hopefully the tempo. He'll start you and then he'll try and keep you on that speed. Okay? The next video will show dynamic control and cues on when to enter. Another valuable tool for the conductor is his facial features. Because he cannot speak in front of you, he has to use his eyebrows, his eyes, and even his mouth to smile or give you a signal that you're doing the right thing. So if you see a conductor smiling at you, he either wants the music to sound pleasant or he's happy with what's coming out of the horn. So you guys are doing a good job. If you get a look like this, with the eyebrows down, he might think that you're playing the wrong note, or you're playing too loud, or you're not in the right place as far as the music is concerned, okay? If he gives you a shake on no, you might want to stop playing and try and make sure you're at the right spot. If he gives you a nod yes, he might be asking you to continue playing at that volume or continue doing what you're already doing because it sounds good. It just depends on what's going on. So, watch my funny faces in class and see if you can read me as far as what's going on in the music, and see if that'll help you as far as performing, because when we do have a performance at assembly, I will not be able to stop the piece halfway through, and I definitely cannot yell at you while you're playing. So it's all going to be right here as far as yes, you're doing a good job, no, you're not doing a good job, please slow down, please be quiet, stuff like that. The last thing I want to cover briefly is the conducting patterns for different key time signatures. So, 4/4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. 3/4 is 3 beats in a measure, and so it's 1, 2, 3, like that. There is no 4th beat. And in 2/4, it's 1, 2. We will use all these different time signatures in the future. For now, just get used to the idea that we're using 4/4 time, 1, 2, 3, 4, and be ready for any new key signatures and time signatures that might come across. Conductors will use their right hand with the baton to conduct time and speed, or tempo. They'll use their left hand to conduct volume. So, when they want you to crescendo, the hands will come up. When they want you to decrescendo, the hands will come down. And band directors will use non-verbal commands in order to help you with these adjustments. If he wants it to be really quiet, he might back off and get really small, as to say, get really quiet suddenly. If he goes up and he raises his fists and shakes them in strength, he probably wants you to be as intense and loud as possible. So you have to watch what the conductor is doing to know what kind of sound we're looking for. If it's smooth, he'll probably conduct very like legato looking, very like easy. And if he wants it to bounce or he wants shorter notes, he might be a little shorter with his conducting movements. Like that. Just depends on what the music is asking for and what he thinks the sound should be like. Now, from there, you have cues. Cues are when the conductor uses his left hand and he brings it down like he's handing you something. So you got your conductor and the trumpets come in now, like that. Keep an eye out for those because the conductor has everyone's part on his conductor score, excuse me, and he knows when people enter at certain times, and some of them are important, like the melody, for example, for one instrument might be on measure 17, so on measure 17 the conductor will go over there and cue that instrument section so that they know when to come in. Okay? The last thing that you need to know about conducting is the cutoff. Cutoff is when the conductor goes like this, and when he stops moving right there, that's when we want you to stop. Try and stop as best you can when he does, and just do not talk afterwards, because the key to playing music is being able to control silence and add sound. So if you talk, or if you make extra noises when the conductor cuts it off, it's just distracting and it doesn't help the class participation. So, now you know a little bit more about conducting. Hopefully this will help you in class while we rehearse.